Hello, everyone, and welcome tonight to the stream. I am Black Eyed Peas here, joined by. All right, I'm not gonna do it. Old Man Genetics, how you doing?
It's another Monday. Hopefully, everyone had a good holiday week. We're back though on Monday night to catch back up with Phoenix.
Yes, we are. Phoenix here against True Minded Gaming. We got should be a pretty fun night tonight. I believe there are some known names on both teams here, so it'll be a cool time. Draft has already started, as you can see. CPX Phoenix banned away Caitlyn, Poppy, and Talia, and TMG banned away Aphelios, Camille, and the Volley Bear. And we had a first pick, Brand.
Yep, Brand locked in first. It's a bit of a flex right now. I can go 3 different roles, I believe. So definitely some interesting starts to the show here. And Ezreal Mordekaiser.
Yeah, that's it. Mordekaiser is a takeaway kind of from Dobbs, and it also, even though Dobbs brand, could easily be that, but it's a takeaway from Dobbs, and then the Ezreal is just a pretty good champion. I think in comp, it's anything with utility or like unable to kill is just good usually. So,
well, and we saw this in the in-house draft we had, where Panda Boat actually is filling in as TMG's jungler tonight. He plays Mordekaiser jungle. That's a Panda Boat champ in the jungle role.
It absolutely is. Phoenix, though, going to respond with a Yone and still have time to pick one other champion. Yone, though, that feels like a Dobbs pick.
Yeah, the Yone, and you're gonna hate this, but Nation has already played Yone jungle once this split.
I am gonna hate that.
Yeah, I also hate that. And they won, which I hate even more, right? I am very much of the opinion if you troll pick, you should lose, but they won, so sure. Okay, now we're cooking. We're cooking with gas here.
Yumi?
If we see a Yumi, that's gonna be hyped up. That's gonna be hyped up for the stream. Leona, meh, boring.
Yeah, less hype.
I feel like isn't Leona like super volatile into Alistair because she just gets knocked up as soon as she goes in?
Yeah, but at the same time, she also can just auto stun Alistar as soon as he goes in too, and they just kind of sit there and look at each other.
Yeah,
it's kind of skill slightly favored to Ali, I believe.
Okay. So
Diana,
both
though,
sides kinda...
band number 1 or band number 4, I guess.
Yeah, Socks and Thighs a very good Diana player. Definitely makes sense to get that Diana out of here so we don't end up seeing it.
Seeing it, we aren't. However, Tristana will be the 4th ban for Phoenix, the first second phase ban. So,
Teemo, in this economy,
it's got to be a fake ban.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like that champ's been bad for ever since the Malignance nerf, like at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, he's built tank bow again.
Yep, he's back to building tank Teemo. So what do you think TMG goes here on 4? I think they have engage and they have like skirmish.
Yeah, I think they're gonna pick a top laner here. Assuming that they're going to be the counter to Yone, and they're probably going to pick something like, I would say, Set, Shen. I mean, maybe Darius, but
that would make two Juggernaut champions. So
yeah, I mean, yeah,
really,
into Brand, it's
4 Juggernauts.
Okay, so it's a Gragas.
They take away the Gragas. Well, Gragas is actually Chai's typical pick. That is a Chai classic, but him and Dobbs have been working on the ways of top lane, so maybe some of it's rubbed off.
Yeah, maybe. We'll have to see if that Gragas is going mid or bot. I mean, that right now they have a double 3-way flex. Well, Mord is more of a top jungle flex, and Gragas is a 3-way flex, so it's really hard to know where anyone's going on TMG. Rumble, though, so that means it's Brand jungle, Rumble top or mid, Yone top or mid.
Yeah, like I said, I'm still pretty positive that we're about to have
They jungle
yeah, a mid champion locked in here, and this is going to be a wait.
and bot.
Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you here. They could pick an AD carry. The brand could go top to Dobbs.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
was thinking.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I think
Brand's
it's
on
Brand
top.
Rumble. I think it's Brand or Rumble top mid.
Yeah, and I think Rumble's gonna end up mid, but I guess they could both play either.
I
I mean,
mean,
it's true.
according to you, fucking Brand, Yone, and Rumble could all jungle at this point.
But Sox is also a Lucian player. Dude, I don't know. Dude, this is Phoenix team. They give me headaches. I don't know where no one goes never.
Yeah, me neither. Vigar though, pretty good last pick.
Vigar, good last pick, very AP heavy. Extremely AP heavy.
Yeah, just go AP Ezreal and just say who cares about the AD.
Yeah, TMG, very very one damage source. I mean, Ezreal's still, I think he's 60% physical or 70% physical, or maybe he's even less. But that's a lot of AP damage from TMG.
Yeah, that's a spicy meatball, as some of us would say.
Absolutely. And for CPX, I mean, you have 3 champs who kind of want to play close quarters with the brand. And we'll see. We'll see how. I mean, ultimately, it always, like anything, comes down to execution. So we'll see what ends up happening. But this is crazy.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see where they line up here.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, my boy Doug Dimmadobs could be on Brand, which is just a signature classic. What if it's Yone bot?
Yone Alex their bot?
Yeah, Lucian mid. Brand jungle.
Yeah. I mean, it could be just anything. CPX about to prove Giga Gap draft doesn't even matter, is what Chai says. Yeah, I don't.
Yone
I
top.
don't know. Okay, so it is Yone top, which means it's Rumble jungle.
Probably Brand, right? Brand's
yeah, I guess.
Brand's the better jungler.
I just didn't even know Nation played Brand.
You don't have to play Brand to play. It's Rumble.
No, it's Rumble. It's Rumble jungle. It's dude, knows, man. This Nation guy really just fucking plays things.
Oh my God, it is.
Oh, and
Brand
it's
bot. I was right. It is Brand bot.
It's okay. Well, Lucian mid into the Brand bot lane. What a crazy comp! What a wacky wild comp.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, because this feels like one of those ones that's gonna fall off the cliff, right? Surely.
Sense if you're just going to put Lucian. Can't you just kill Tristana's Lucian?
Right now, yeah, probably right early. But I mean, it's a Vagar, so dude, that would have been crazy if TMG swapped the Ezreal mid to match the Lucian. Oh, dude, crazy world we live. Yeah, maybe.
Lucian's pretty short range.
Yeah.
Hard, I'm saying also hard to hit Vigar, right? Oh, they got 20 seconds left until they can swap in. You wanna do your spiel, Genetics?
I'm gonna be honest. Both of these teams look incredibly confusing about what they want to do. Like, in one case, you have like an Ezreal and Vagar who kind of want to play on the outsides of the fights and throw cages and like disrupt a fight. And then, like, CPX has a bunch of straight line alts, right? Like you have a Yone straight line alt, you have a Rumble straight line, and then you have a Brand and an Alistair in there. But the side of TMG doesn't necessarily want to like super clump.
To be honest,
So
I meant the spiel about
I don't
that
know.
with the ads.
Oh yeah. We're gonna throw a 3-minute ad up real quick. Stick with us.
And if you don't want it, subscribe, baby.
And if you don't want to subscribe, baby.
Get back. Tonight, again, we are in game. Thank you for sticking through that ad and coming with us into this game. I'm Peas, like I said, joined here by Genetics, and it looks like we got a TMG 5 stack and a CPX 5 point. Genetics, they're invading.
Yeah, they're walking together. They don't have a great invade, right? They kind of just have Leona Q. Like nothing else is really gonna close the gap here. So just walking, getting a little bit of vision, and the Rumble's just gonna go start his other side of the map. Sock's getting a little bit interesting pathing here, and he's gonna lose first strike gold to the Grizzler, and Lucky Charm's gonna hit him with a Q. And there's Mac Mittens with the sweeper. So they will clear out some of the vision that TMG or that Conduit got earlier. TMG will clear out some of that vision.
And Dobbs is going to get into a little bit of a 1v1 with Doogie Fresh. Well,
Yeah,
and it looks like both junglers are going to be starting on the bot side. And going from there, what do you think of the runes, the summoners, the starting items?
yeah. Starting items here looks like pretty standard, right? You wouldn't see, I don't think, Veigar start tier anymore. I don't think that's been popular for a while. You could tell me more about jungle pet camps. I'm not sure if red would be the correct one for Rumble or not, because I can't remember what red does versus
It's just
blue.
red is dragon, or is red soul, infernal soul.
Okay, so it's just like an extra.
Yeah, it's just a burst of damage when you hit them with something. So the reason why someone like I take it when I play Shyvana, you want to take it on someone that like you can hit them from far away with already a lot of burst. So it works well with Rumble Alt. But at the same time, like I think I take red the least. There's like very few champions I take red on, and I don't have any experience on Rumble Jungle, so
Yeah,
don't.
you don't know the vision either, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, I don't really know what's correct. Now, when I've played more jungle, the shield one's fine. I would just take the blue one. I feel like the movement speed is better, but I also just think movement speed's better 90% of the time.
Now looking at this top side, Gav's running fairly low on mana here, so not a great start, right? Not something you love to see. You're kind of getting pushed in while your mana bars, uh, you know, as low as it is when you have no health taken off the other guy. You definitely need to be careful about that mana usage from here on out. Oh,
What do you think of the PTA on Ezreal?
PTA on Ezreal, I think, is normal right now. This is not a game where you would ever go conk. I think like it's either PTA or conk. Oh, first strike is still an option. I thought first strike got nerfed really hard. So
Yeah, it did, but it's still good on champions that can proc it a lot.
okay, so I mean, it would still probably have been the decision in this game because of how squishy the comp was. I don't know if you're gonna ever have the uptime in a fight for PTA to make a huge difference. So yeah, I probably went first strike. You know, given that all that information.
Yeah,
But
I'm a huge PTA Ezreal fan, but I think I would have gone first strike just because other than Alistar, like they're all squish.
yeah.
Speaking of Alistar, Leona's just going in. Mordekaiser here, but misses the E.
No,
And there
Leona's
is,
going
here
in.
comes CPX. The Goon Squad comes in, and Domination gets the first kill.
Yeah, Manrio's gonna feel good about getting that first blood on brand, and man, it's just so unlucky that Dark was able to hit that headbutt at like the most perfect time to be able to keep walking out of Panda Boat's like pullback on Mord. And this is what I was saying. You know, Gav Dougie Fresh is in this top side, Jungler's on bot side. Like he has no real way here, and Dobbs kind of just playing with his food. May have a dive angle if he hits 6 off this wave, which he doesn't. So Gav is gonna live to see another day, but as soon as Dobbs hits that level 6, Gav needs to hit the old Dusty. It looks like the Glizzler's potentially looking for a roam angle. No.
Yeah, but look at this. We got Alistar coming up. They want to do these grubs on spawn in 30 seconds.
Interesting decision by Dobbs to TP back to the lane when it's at an even state, and he knows
Yeah,
that Gragas is the back.
He wants
Mixed
that
with the fact
prio.
that he's getting tier 2 boosts.
He wants that prio for these grubs because he knows it's about to be a fight.
Okay.
Because you already had Alistar moved up, so he wanted to try to make sure the wave was being pushing against and not getting pushed into him.
Oh, okay, that does.
However,
Yeah.
Rumble finished clearing his entire top side, so Rumble does have a couple camp lead on this Mordekaiser, but it's not enough to be 6-5. And we got like a potential 3v3 going down here. Gragas trying to rotate down first. And it looks like Phoenix will be the first ones to start the grubs. And it looks like Leona and them are just going to give up and go straight to the Infernal Dragon.
And I think they just did it too late, right? I mean...
And it looks like they're only going to take one grub and they're going to go and collapse.
Oh,
Flash, headbutt,
pulverize.
No.
Oh, you hate to see that.
Yeah, but Rumble's 6 and Mordekaiser's not. So this could be a huge... Yeah, there it goes. That fight's huge, but it doesn't matter because the Glizzler is 6 and gets the huge ult off, and the chase is again.
Real.
The Ignite just barely burning down, and Dark's going to die. He actually gets sucked into the Mordekaiser. No, he didn't. I don't know what happened to the Glizzler stun weird. That was weird. But yeah, so that actually ended up being a bad play for Phoenix.
Yeah, a little bit of an outplay, just trying to, a little bit ego, right? You don't need to go and contest the dragon too. Just get the 3 grubs, take your advantage there, and either fight for second or fight for third. You could have continued to grow your lead, but you definitely gave away a lot of the tempo, and you're still up gold, but you could have been up more.
Yeah, and like Alistar's down a flash now, Lucian's down a flash now, and it's not great. I think that flash headbutt pulverize would have been way better if people were closer, or if Rumble was 6, could lay the equalizer down right over top the Vygar in the cage.
Or if Lucian didn't walk into the cage after he casted his ult for 1 second. That would
True.
have probably been a good thing too.
Yeah.
I think that could have been a potential concern. But yeah, I mean, great punish by TMG there, and I don't know if they don't know if Dark's here or.
I have no idea.
Oh no! What is this? Oh, okay. Now we're cooking.
Leona went back in on Brand. I feel like this is way better for Phoenix.
I don't know about that one. That's yeah. Maybe we trolled. Maybe you trolled there. That was
Unfort is what we call that.
That was something.
We just call that one
was
unfortunate.
Yeah, that's not understanding the lane you're up against. That is how that felt to me. That was really unlucky for Leona. And a little bit of brawl in here, and Gav's got his mana items. We were complaining about his mana usage earlier. It doesn't matter no more. He got the catalyst, he got the tier, he's stacking.
Yeah. Talking about one thing though, the farm in this game is very close.
Yeah, it's everyone's doing well. I mean, just across the board, I mean, it's so even, right? Both of these teams kind of prioritizing the farm. Oh no, what is this? Oh, Gav. Ooh.
What?
Good flash by Gav.
A certified Doogie Fresh flash right there.
That was... why do we keep calling him Doogie? It's Dougie.
Oh, my bad.
But yeah, that's a certified Gav Dougie Fresh TP.
Doogie sounds cooler to me.
Okay. Well.
Uh-oh, Dobbs. That was a certified rotten tomato flash by Dobbs. Got himself into a sticky situation. Unfort. Yeah, but I like this. Brand is baiting the hell out of them, and here comes Rumble. The equalizer goes down. Lucky Charms is the marshmallows are all going to be melted. The flash though is pretty good. Alistar might be able to get into range. Headbutt, pulverize. They get the cleanse.
Yeah, good cleanse. Good.
They got the flash and the cleanse out of the Ezreal, so that's a no sums bot lane.
Yep.
Or at least 80 carry.
Yeah, it's scary for Ezreal, but again, with the skill shots that I guess he's gonna be dodging, he shouldn't ever need to be that close to these champions. I mean, we'll see, of course, but he should be able to stay fairly safe.
Yeah, you'd think that, but I play with a lot of AD carries that just play aggressive and die, so.
Yeah. I hate AD carry players. Alright.
You think they're the main characters.
I do think they're the main characters.
And meanwhile, the junglers get told that they're never the main character. Unless they don't do everything correctly, in which case they're the main offender. Slits wrist.
XD.
Game state even, gold lead only 500.
Yeah, the big guy is growing his farm lead.
I'm not
EOP.
gold lead must just be like first blood gold, really. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I guess jungle farm is worth a little bit more maybe than regular farm.
yeah, I do not know either. Oh,
oh, Ali Star is in a nice flash to get away from that. Mordekaiser never ulted, so still has Brazil to take someone to. And they're going to be schmoving out of there. We got a nice 1v1 in the bot lane again. Everyone top laner said nothing ever happened to man. That oh wait, they're just going in anyways. They're all down. The equalizer over top of all of them. Nation is in the death realm. Excuse me. Will a huge flash, and is actually going to potentially live from that.
Nope.
The Glizzard's going to flash Q. Dobbs has ult, could use it to get away if he has to, and Phoenix loses another 4v4.
Yep, they're gonna lose the Void Grubs as the Gold Advantage swings over to the side of Phoenix. Or I'm sorry, the side of TMG.
And just gotta be careful.
Oh no.
Yeah. Like Doug Doogie Fresh, unable to hit the belly flop, belly body slam.
Yeah, was not. There it is.
Yeah, but now he doesn't have friends.
Gav is doing pretty well at dodging these Qs and sidestepping these Qs.
Yeah.
What I'll say.
Phoenix better hope that they can rush the hell out of this because.
Yeah, a lot of bad guys are coming. They do not have Lucian for this, so they're just really. Feels like they're really out of sync tonight. Like Phoenix. I mean, he doesn't have R.
They also didn't have Ezreal on the other side, so like it was the same 3 people for each side.
But Ezreal has a global. Like he has an ult. That
Yeah, this is great for Phoenix.
Yeah, they end up getting the dragon. They're gonna lose Rumble at the cost that the Mordekaiser will also die. So both jungles will fall.
There's a 1-for-1 plus Drake for Phoenix, so gold lead back to even. And objectives are completely even.
Yep.
The game's in an identical state other than 1 kill down.
1 kill. It's just 1 kill.
Starting the Herald instantly, and Leona's on the bot side of the map, so she's not going to be roaming up.
Mord is also on the bot side of the map, just prioritizing the farm. So this theoretically should be a first turret look, maybe for Phoenix, which will extend the gold lead or get the gold lead back in their favor. But this Veigar is going to be a problem, especially if no magic resist gets burnt or purchased here.
Their team is all AD. They're going to build MR. Or all AP, I mean. They're going to build MR.
You would hope. Lucian already has Mercs. It's not enough to stop Veigar yet.
Brand has Mercs. Alistar has Mercs. Oh my.
This is a brand. Yeah, that's a brand. Yep.
Alright. And if we're brand, we say thank you for that donation.
And Sox TP's down, so the first turn's actually going to go over to Veigar. on this mid lane.
Oh,
So Huff going. Oh no! Lucky Charms has the flash. Socks taking a ton of extra damage for no reason. Vanderbilt gonna get stunned up, getting kind of just
yeah,
zoned
he's
so
getting
hard.
outplayed.
Oh
Oh,
man,
wow.
that feels so bad when you're a Juggernaut champion. You just don't have the range. The Glizzlers playing looks
Oh,
like they're a pick in the mid side.
what
Not so
on
dark is
earth?
here. that's my gank path too. And Gavduggy Fresh, I think, is tanky enough to deal with this. He is, and Dark's gonna die because he didn't pop ult early. What a terrible situation. Nation's playing with fire. Why are we here exactly? Really wants the red buff. Oh, Leona's so. Oh, Leona flashed away, and Vagar's probably gonna get away as well. Oh,
Hagar
no.
is in a position.
Well, don't. Okay.
Good flash.
Oh my
Not as good of a
god.
flash. Shut down
Oh
going
my,
over to Lucian.
oh my gosh, what's happening, man? Yeah, Gav is really playing well in this top side. I mean, again, the early game criticism, but keeping up in CS, has a kill, right? Definitely has the advantage right now. And it sounds like Chai's been stealing or selling the secrets to Gav, not Dobbs on this Gragas pick.
Yeah, it does seem that way. It does indeed seem that way. But looking going forward here, if I just want to say, if I were an Asian, I would have been playing in the exact same place down there by that red buff, hoping you can get the kill or the assist by laying the equalizer down over top of the buff. And they got a lot of people up in this jungle where zero camps are at.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Seeing if someone walks through, and this is the best part about having mid priority. Again, mid tier 1 is the most important objective. I would argue on the map because yeah, okay, I hate you. But that mid tier 1
That'll be it from us. I will.
and that's the stream. Everyone have a good. But the mid tier 1 just allows you to just make so many kind of bait bush plays where you flood one side of the jungle and either find the jungler and kill him, or bait for just one person to come.
Yeah, Dobbs getting a nice little bit of a poke. Does take a return turret shot though, and I like this setup on the bot lane by Phoenix, but it almost looks like TMG knows, and it's about to be a 4v3.
This is weird. This is a weird fight.
This is like Phoenix. This is bad.
This is bad. Actively bad for Phoenix.
This is good for Dobbs. Oh no, Dobbs didn't ult. Wait a second. Mordekaiser just pulled in the Rumble and is actually starting to potentially lose that fight. Does end up getting the kill. Has to flash for it though. So out of all of that, it's only a one for like they only get one kill.
Yeah,
I wish. Oh, good dodge by Gav.
Gav is out here.
But Gav is also out of life.
He's in the respawn timer. So it's a 1-for-1 across the map. They're gonna lose third dragon for it. Not so dark having the kind of the in. Oh, the red buffs on the Ezreal, so they have slows on this champ here. He will pop R.
This is potentially pretty good for Phoenix. Brand can do Giga Dam.
And they
get out of there.
Gets not so dark out of that situation. Potentially scary situation. And
Brand is about to have a double burn. Oh, that was about to be a dead Lucian.
The ultimate disrespect you can show a team is not taking them seriously. So, will we see a Rumble Game 2 as an 0-4 champion? I would argue probably not.
I would say run it back.
I hate that. I hate that you say run it back.
I mean, it was his team's fault, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so map pressure wise though, Phoenix does have 2 turns to 1. now after breaking mid-tier 1. So mid-tier 1's even at both teams. Dobbs has the clear push advantage on the top side, as this Yone is eventually going to become this split push nightmare for the side of TMG to deal with. What do you think they need to do to press the tempo here?
I mean, I think both teams need to just start getting these turrets. Like it looks like finally Phoenix has been taking all of the outers. Oh man. But it's gonna be tough because Dobbs has definitely started to come out strong up here, right? As we see from that. So it's like the side lane, you're just not gonna be able to match Dobbs in the side lane if you're TMG very much anymore. And you're gonna want to be constantly trying to play objectives. Then you have stuff happening like this. Oh, and
wow.
That's why he built the Merc treads, man.
Mercs were so clutch there by Sox. And
Yeah,
I
that's
know
crazy.
I've said a lot of good things about this Veigar, but Sox is 3-0 right now. Right? Sox is not having a bad game on this Lucian mid at all. And so it's like those Mercs came in so clutch there.
Absolutely would have been dead had he not had the tenacity there. Yeah, I really don't know how TMG's ever going to be able to press the tempo to win this game at this point. They literally just need to keep like preying on the downfall of Phoenix. Phoenix has been making some mistakes throughout this match, and they just need to play off of those because a lot of the stuff that they're trying to do just hasn't been working out. It started off early working out, but Phoenix has really pulled it together. Okay. Just gonna take that fly guy. This is a Mordekaiser in a fight that he does not want to be in. He didn't even ult. The equalizer goes down. He's just instantly, permanently knocked up. The disrespect of not ulting. You might not have died, but you could have saved your Leona.
Yeah, that's tough, right? When Yone has when you walk into a Yone in a bush like that, I would say 9 times out of 10 you're gonna fall. And Dobbs definitely put in the work there to make sure that happened, and that's unfortunately how this goes. If you die around that Baron pit, Gav's gonna go for a miracle steal. It looks like. Oh well, he was gonna go for a miracle steal.
They knew. Oh, Lucian, cancel it!
Oh, he almost didn't cancel it. I think he's still dead here. Oh no! Oh no, Grizzler!
Man, dude, those chasing someone into a bush, it's just so hard not to do.
No, dude. I think he just didn't expect him to be there that fast after Baron died. Oh, that's so tragic. And there's no vision there, so it's like you just walked into the worst birthday party surprise ever.
The only one that would have been worse is if it was surprise party fiddlesticks.
Yeah, happy birthday. Hey, Rumble's on the board. One kill now, so that's good.
Huge. Run it back.
No, I did just realize that Nation has 4 deaths and Dark has 2. All the 3 laners, the bot laner, the mid laner, and the top laner, all are deathless at the moment.
Those are the 2 that should be dying.
those are the what do you call it? Priorities.
I'm just saying, this is looking like a good score line for Nation.
Yeah, 1-4-4, huh? Yeah, it's something. Okay. Alright.
Panda Boat is going to ult. Ooh, and flash right on top of Lucian and almost die doing so. Will die doing so.
That's really close. And again, I think it's that Merc Treads. There's Merc Treads on an AD carry. Just something a lot of people aren't used to seeing a Lucian with that. TMG decided to send 2 top to get top outer, get some of the standing gold, but they're gonna lose mid tier 2 and bot tier 2 for it. So it's an overall positive trade for Phoenix, but at some point you just need the gold.
This Baron is going to spiral this game very, very far out of control. It is looking like at least it's Chemtech Soul. No, if you're on the side of TMG, at least it's Chemtech Soul. Because that soul doesn't mean much.
Doesn't mean that. I mean, for the Yone, it kind of does. He's double lifesteal items, right? Isn't it healing?
No, the soul doesn't matter. The dragons do, but like I'm saying, if they get the soul, it doesn't. It's not that big of a problem. The soul is just take less damage and deal more damage if you're below like 50% health.
That seems really good on Yone.
Right. I mean, it's good on every champion essentially, but it's the worst of the souls.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you're right. Well,
We have a lull in the action now. Baron just dropped off about 10 seconds ago.
yeah, Baron dropped off, and we're a minute and.
Gav, Doug, Dimadoogie, fresh. Might actually get the kill on Socks to Thighs here.
He's giving him the old bomba.
Oh, but the flash in.
Man.
Merc Tread's not enough this time. And this is what I was talking about Phoenix making a mistake, but here comes the equalizer over the top. Is actually going to be enough to turn this fight around.
Yeah, really, it looked good there for a second for TMG, but Phoenix was just, you know, a little too quick on the follow-up rotation to make it work there. And that's going to be top outer going down. And Yone's looking for an angle.
Yeah.
Decides not to... Oh, he
didn't have all. Did not have R.
Yeah, I realized.
Get
me out of the Ezreal.
Nice walk away. Bring back the instant cage. Said no one ever. Unless you're a player of Vygar.
Yeah, I was about to say, I would love the instant cage to come. As a Vygar enthusiast, please bring back the instant cage.
The cage, bro.
The instant cage was OP.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I disagree because it was OP, but I definitely don't agree with your whole bring it back.
You remember his Q used to be targeted, like it was a.
Yes.
That was interesting. Those rises, a lot of champions actually had that. Just like your Q does X amount of damage to champion when you press Q on them. Zillion, he was one that was like that.
He kind of.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, you could miss it, but you were really bad if you missed it. You were really bad if you missed it. You were definitely trolling. And it that one gave vision too, right?
Yeah, revealed.
Yeah.
Champ. Speaking of press button deal damage, Warwick old R. Oh, this is bad. There's no way this is good.
Wait. Oh. I guess he's allowed to do that.
Yeah. Why was he allowed to do that?
I don't know.
He just went in and said bop and then walked away.
He sure did. I don't know. I've never seen that before.
Baron's up.
Baron is up.
Gragas is on the bot side, does have teleport. And they're just going to rush this Baron. Gonna trade it for a Drake. Makes sense to me. I'd trade a Kendrick for a Drake any day. Oh, they're just going to get the mid T2 tower instead.
Mid tier 2, I mean, it's not... Well, they're not even going to get it, are they?
They are. Take it out.
Oh, man. Is it?
And if Flash ults the brand, the one that can kill him.
Well, I think a lot of the champions right now can kill him, unfortunately. And Sox gets a double kill on the backside. They're gonna get 2 down for it. Yeah, Dougie Fresh. Maybe. I don't know why you got Australian on me there for a second. But it very well could be the end of the game. It looks like Sox just wants to hunt the Ezreal, which I think is very interesting. Instead of being the main AD, carry who's hitting the turret. Look, Sox is serious about this, man. Sox really wants to chase this Ezreal down.
They're not gonna end the game because of this.
Yeah, very amusing here. Oh,
He's gonna lose.
wait, Lucky Charms is gonna win. Oh, he almost did. It's literally just level diff. And he got a tech drinker too, so it was tech drinker got popular. Probably not.
Hexdrinker did not proc
A bit of ego by Sox there.
because Hexdrinker does not block attack damage.
Ezreal's like 50-50 though.
Yeah, but Ezreal's the one with the Hexdrinker.
No, so Lucian has tech drinker. What?
Oh yeah, you're right. I was looking at Brand.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Ezreal does indeed have Hexdrinker as well.
Yes, he does. Which I don't. I mean, I guess.
And you were against Brandon Lane.
Yeah, but
And they got Rumble and Yone.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I
I
just.
see why Nation picked this guy. He says Phoenix.
Oh, that makes sense. He says Phoenix Fire. That's why this is Nathan's favorite champion.
Hit that red plant. Go right in.
Look
Oh god, he's about to do it.
He is there. Oh, he wants to do it.
Dobbs is in a Doug Dim. Right, he's out. And they're going to clear the vision.
I need to stop playing with this fire here.
Yo, hit the board.
Oh my god, hit it. I was really worried that wasn't going to get taken.
Yeah. But they finally did. This is a 4v5.
Maybe they're looking.
This could be TMG's way back in the game, baby.
It could be.
Had to take it.
I think it's hard, man. It's when you lose so many fights, you get really afraid to pull the trigger.
Why did Grimes not just open? It's in the cage. All right, he made it out. That Leona ulted no one. Just literally ulted Alaska.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about that one. That sucks. That's really unlucky.
Yeah. Dobbs taking the bot inhib, the rest of the team taking the mid and the top inhib, and it looks like this is the end of the game.
Yeah, it's the end of the game that might. Again, I'm not sure why we're Australian when we say that, but
Flash in place.
This was a tough game. I think TMG picked too many poke champions and didn't have the ability to peel off Conduit when they went in. Like Dark, no one could peel Dark, no one could peel Yone.
They tried to peel, they slipped on the banana peel.
Man, what a fall off. That felt really close for Gav in the top lane there for a while.
Yeah, and then you literally asked, what does TMG have to do to stay in the game, and they lost.
Yeah, that's fucked. Hey guys, that's on me, man. I'm sorry. Holy moly, that was such a Dobbs ended up 33,000 damage, only 6 KP out of 22 with 33,000. Dobbs is just getting people out, making people recall. That's tough. That's a tough one. Dark did the least amount of damage to the game.
I was gonna say Leona out damaged him.
Yeah, I feel like Dark was whole job was just to be annoying, not super peel, just annoying.
Just X-flash into their whole team and hit the Ezreal one way and walk away annoying.
Yeah, and exactly. Just get under your skin annoying. Good game by Phoenix, right? They started off a little sloppy, right? I mean, it was 6-7, I think, a point in that game where they led by 1 kill, and only one other kill got picked up the entirety of the game. So they really, how do you say, tightened the grip, if you will, on TNG.
Yeah, and it looks like we are in a lobby, but they're not yet ready. So we're gonna go to a brief break before champ select. It should only be a minute or two, but we will be right back.
Stick with us.
Hello, once and all, or one and all, and welcome back to the stream. Thank you for sticking with us through that brief break that we just had. I'm Peace here again, joined by Genetics, as we get into game number 2 of this brawl between Conduit Phoenix and True Minded Gaming. TMG did decide to switch to the blue side after that unfortunate loss on the first game. They were kind of neck and neck for the first 15 minutes, 14 minutes, and I'd say more than 15 minutes, and then they just suddenly made mistake after mistake, and the game fell out from them. Going into here, though, draft is already starting. We got Volibear banned and Aphelios banned, and on the other side we got Poppy and Mordekaiser. If that is the Camille ban, then they are saying that the bans did not need to change, but they will actually ban the brand instead of taking it. What do you think of that?
That makes sense, right? The brand is absolutely cooked last game, and
Wow.
Now
running back, baby.
No, this is.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They saw how good Nation did, and they're like, we got to take it ourselves.
I hate that if that is the case. But hey, anything you can do, I can do better, is what Panda Boat says the Nation right now. So. Kind of throwing down the gauntlet. It's crazy. Pick blind and okay. Well. Oh boy. Well.
Right.
So maybe
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, it's about to be it's a Jinx game. It's a Jinx angle. A jangle is what some people call it. And TMG, how do you fix this? Maybe you play Jarvan mid, or and then play a hot pot comp with it. You go Misfortune in Jarvan here, and you just play to all in with your big AoE ults.
Like a Mumu.
Or a Mumu. A Mumu works too. A Mumu support Jarvan jungle.
That would be pretty good. Vi.
Jin would be good, yeah. It's a rel.
It is a rel. So it's Misfortune rel bot, which I think is a pretty good lane.
Yeah.
Although you're blinding rel.
You are blinding rel.
Respect. But could be bad.
What if Dark just plays Yumi?
I'd actually go to sleep. You can finish the stream on your own.
Aatrox
Dobbs wanting to get that Aatrox before we go into the ban phase.
Oh man. I mean,
ban 2 counters.
Yeah, I don't.
Unless it's already Rumble top. It could just be Rumble top.
It could just be Rumble top. I don't exactly know why you would ban Volley if you want to ban Rumble. I feel like Rumble would do well into Volley, but maybe I'm wrong. I think
Volley
our ban
is just really good.
Is respect to the Glizzler after that one, right? Played very well in that video for the first 20 minutes of that game.
And Talia is still up, which they banned. They banned last time, and they're not going to ban the Talia. So Talia is on the table and was banned by them last time.
Yeah. I don't know if Talia... Well, I guess there is a dash for Dobbs.
There's a dash for their whole team, technically. If I rank Q someone and Poppy just puts the W up and you click to auto attack, you stun everyone because they can't control it.
So if CPX goes Melio here, they just I don't know how. How do you win? What champion wins you the game if Dark goes Melio? Graves jungle. Park is also equally annoying. Yeah, I would prefer Melio, but they want to go down frontline.
Just something that kills quick, so Kindred, something puts in build it farm heavy and get a bunch of damage, because you're not gonna ever gank a Jinx, right? You're gonna be shoving that lane the whole time.
Well, you have Ivern, which I would argue is probably one of Jinx's better gank assist.
I mean, you're never gonna gank the Jinx. We're talking about what TMG should pick. And I think
Ooh,
Tristana's.
Misfortune.
I think Tristana. What? Tristana.
Or Tristana Misfortune. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think
Tristana
Rek'Sai would be
mid.
good here. I think Briar Belveth would be fine. Karthus jungle. Shyvana. These are. There's a lot that I think you can pick here. Zach. It's just gonna be the Amumu though.
There's the Moomers. So I like their damage, like the comp of the damage here a lot more this game. Cassiopeia does do really well into their comp. Like the initial part of it at least.
Sana jumps in, Amumu cues in, and never mind. Okay, good.
I was about to say that Zoe Lock would have went crazy. Cause I don't think Zoe is as good into their comp as Cassio is, but that would have yeah, I would say Zoe's probably on the bad side of that comp. So good on him for pivoting back to the Cassiopeia. I like what TMG's. Yeah, I was gonna say I like what TMG's trying to do, but I think Phoenix's comp counters what TMG's comp wants to do. Right, through shields and heals and like all that nonsense, it's gonna be very difficult to execute this. This what's it called?
Yeah, just because their whole game plan is going to be hard to execute.
Yeah, yeah. So it's really gonna come down to making sure that everyone's on the same page on how they want to handle things.
I think Conduit's draft is like good into TMG's draft, but I think in vacuum, I think both drafts are good drafts. So we'll have to wait and see where and how this goes. But in the meantime, we're gonna quick into a quick break. Got a bit of an ad coming your way as well to prevent pre-rolls, and we'll be right back.
I have designed this speaker to amplify my thoughts so people will quit asking me for sandwiches. That should work, right?
I don't know what you're talking about, Space Ghost.
Go ahead,
My
Moltar.
show was...
Yeah, we poked you with sticks till you fell down. Remember?
You sure I didn't harness the power of the sun?
No, it's definitely sticks. Beaten with sticks.
All right, go get 'em. How's it going, man? Ow! No! Ow! Ow! Not there! Ow! Ow!
Are you still here?
Welcome to the program.
I'm sorry. I thought the show was over.
It started?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know, this is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every day, once a day, give yourself a present. Don't plan it, don't wait for it, just let it happen. It could be a new shirt at the men's store, a cat nap in your office chair, or 2 cups.
Welcome back to the stream tonight. I am Peas here, joined by Genetics as always, and we got JJH here. How's it going?
Oh, sorry, I had to drink a beer. It's going well. I'm on day 6 of my vacation. I have tomorrow off as well, so I'm feeling great. So that we won game 1, let's get into game 2.
Monday night's boys' night. That's the new rule. Phoenix night is boys' night.
Every night's boys' night is what I'm told.
Every night's boys. It could be. No, dude, it's good. Good to have you. Good to have you. Congrats on the vacation.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you for dripping in. Looking over everything here, though, we do have just a standard double 5-point. No weird invades coming out from TMG this time, which, if you don't remember, TMG did swap to the blue side. So blue side is TMG now. Looking at the runes, looking at summoner spells, looking at starting items, everything looking normal to you?
To me, yeah, I'm looking at the runes. I just now looked at the comps, and I really, really like the way that Conduit adapted to the playstyle of TMG here. Right, you have the Taric that counters their all in. I love the Cassiopeia into the Tristani here. The Ivern jungle, I don't know. I mean, Nation is a baller, so I'm sure he could pull it off. There's a lot of sustain, and that can kind of absorb that all in from the side of TMG, so I really like Conduit's comp.
Exactly what Genetics and I were talking about during it. We said that we really like what TMG's comp is, but we think Conduit just countered it.
Well, I'm glad I think the same as you do. It makes me feel a lot better.
No, we're on the same page here on the caster desk for sure. I don't understand why Mac Mittens keeps walking in and letting Dark park a support item on him, and not autoing back. That feels like an underplay here. Oh, wait.
2 and engage here, and the stun will go off
Ooh.
but miss. And the Glizzard, though, gets a nice little all-in on the Socks to Thighs, but Socks to Thighs isn't going to land the Q to try to return that. Running low on mana already, though.
Yeah, it's a rare miss from Sox. Missing that Q.
Yeah, I mean, Cassiopeia is going to get pushed in early by the Tristana. You're going to look to Nation to kind of, relieve some of that pressure. But he goes all in again. He is going to get that last proc. Oh, no, he's not. That would have been dangerous. But yeah, I mean, Cassiopeia just gets pushed in early. But once you get that tier down,
Except for some of it. That's frustrating.
I mean, that's it. I do like the tone that Pandaboat and TMG are setting early, right? They're coming out aggressive, not afraid. They're shaking off that game 1 loss, trying something new. But you're right, they get away for nothing for some summoners, and now you expect bot lane on the side of Conduit just to kind of chill out, let the summoners come back and control the lane.
Yeah,
Iron being on this bot side could try to just immediately gank while MF is low on mana as soon as they get back to lane, but we'll have to see if that's something they want to do because Iron's dead time is kind of over now. He's got to get back to his camps, but He could just smite. No, he doesn't have smite, so he does have to start getting through his camps. Oh, he doesn't have smite because he smited that. So I see. So yeah, now he has no camps on the board at all. Just gonna take his recall. Huge farm lead, by the way, coming out for Nation right now.
Yeah, I think that's normal for any jungler who decides to level 3 gank or one quadrant gank, right? Is you're gonna fall behind early, and then you're then kind of on different gank timers as the enemy team jungler, right? So now it's what's it called?
Mids, look for a gank mid here.
Oh,
It's the flat down, flat to 5.
really good run timer. Oh no.
He's overheated. Nonsense, be careful.
Oh yeah. Oof. That was,
And-
that
and
he
that-
actually did a lot of damage. Yeah.
And that's Rumble in a nutshell, right? Rumble is the anti-bruiser, especially against another melee. You underestimate that, above 50%. What's it called? Overheated. When he gets above 50%, that does an extra 25% damage. It is a ton, especially when you're slowed and you're just mowing them down. That's why he's an anti-bruiser, and those early trades are something Dobbs just cannot take.
Yeah, I think Dobbs thought that the Iron Shield was going to be enough, but quickly learned it was not. We'll be going for one, though. Dobbs ends up having he's back. EMP, something will not do the last two.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like they definitely changed up their strategy a little bit, maybe changing the tempo. I didn't, look at last game.
They're actually kind of ahead/even for the first 15-ish minutes, and then they just started making like 3 mistakes in a row, and the game spiraled out.
This Rumble's coming down. Well, this Cassiopeia, flashless Cassiopeia.
It does have ult though.
If he gets he's.
That's a good Rumble flashes to get that kill. It's a solo kill though. Tristana just didn't want any part of it.
Yeah, that was just a great roam by Rumble there.
Yeah, and it's TMG really putting the pressure onto Conduit this game. They're making plays.
And the thing about Tristana mid is, while Cassiopeia will be able to win lane handedly. Oh, we got some action in the top lane here.
I'm gonna die again. I'm moving with a really nice gank. Balance. Aesop's pushed up too far, and the movie walks right up there.
Yeah, that is scary for the other team.
Game was Nasion's jungle, and he was 1-4. Genetics was fairly critical of Nation and that champion in general, but this game, Gav, Dougie, Fresh really showing them how good Rumble can be when you get to lane against a champion.
Well, Rumble in the jungle was a thing for a hot second there, if I remember correctly. But
It still is. It's been played in pro. People have been pulling it out. It's just not as common.
We've come full circle. But what was I going to say about the Tristana mid real quick is that even though you control lane, if you do mess up once, Tristana can take turrets so quickly. And that's 2 kills on the Cassiopeia. In my opinion, the one champion you do not want to get kills on the side of Conduit Esports because it's one that's going to be in the back, the one that can kite you out with those Qs and Es and ults, and the one that can just dish out damage while being, somewhat tanky in Sarah's Embrace and Leandre's, all the other items that have health built into it.
Be able to back with that gold once she gets this this next wave taken, and Mac Mittens flashes and misses the stun, and then Miss Fortune's able to flash out as well. The Glizzler jumps in and tries to take a fight and actually loses the fight, and that's before Cass is shopped.
And that's what we were talking about, right? You win early, but post 6, you jump in, she lows Miasma down. Even if you get that, extra W reset, you're not going anywhere. And Cass will kill you by the time you're able to get out of that Miasma.
Tristana ult and Cass didn't ult, so that just goes to show if Cass had ult, Trist was dead. So this is going to be a tough mid lane now for the Glizzler, but Sox is going to have to be very careful about this Amumu. A nice flash bandage toss into the curse to just say, you know what, we're going to take this kill. No chance for Sox to thighs. And playing around that flash timer perfectly, because if you look, flash is up like right now.
Oh man, if I'm Tristana, I'm saying Amumu, we're taking 3 plates here. Like you do so much damage to turrets. Even though Cassiopeia has the TP, it doesn't matter. If you go there, you get at least 2 plates with her E, with her Q steroid. But they opted to just get the River Scuttle on the top side and back and spend some gold.
Yeah, crab dinners for junglers, man. It's hard to give up.
Hey, Genetics, what's the lanes like with Jinx, Tarek, and Misfortune Rel? Is it just kind of hey, we look at you and wait for somebody to make a mistake?
It's very much like a level 6 lane for MF. Like this whole season's basically like support v support matchup, and AD carry just kind of watches.
Yeah.
Right? They've shifted a lot of the power on AD carries to like one item power spikes. So unless you're playing one of the designated ones, you're basically just playing for first item. So unless Jinx terribly missteps, Tarek should be able to always peel the Rel off
Right.
before she dies.
I feel like this season is like the least I know about bot lane in general. There's just
Yeah. Wait, Mittens is just going in even though Dark is here. This is kind of crazy.
this is what happens.
I mean, just like last game on the Leona.
That's always so good.
Ooh, nice flash from the Glizzler. Misses it though.
Glizzler's like a whole bunch of damage. I just go kill.
Glizzler's gonna ult him away. Oh, stops the thighs. Just barely on the tower. Passive women though. And I want to point out the CS difference in the mid lane though.
Yeah, I mean, Tristana can't go in. This is just help me.
Yeah.
Even to get that plate. One more ult though. Too afraid.
I'm not sure what the communication was like there, but there was definitely some miscommunication there about what the intent was from the Rel.
Well, you can tell that the mid, they're really trying to release some of the pressure from Glizzler. That's the 3rd time that either a support or jungler has gone there to help try and take down the Cassiopeia, and it's resulted in 3 kills for the Cassiopeia. So, I mean, you've got to either communicate better or rotate to a different strategy, because right now you're feeding the one member you don't want fed. Jinx has 107 farm, is up 10 CS, and is going to have an item very shortly, but Cassiopeia is out of control right now.
Yeah, Team G got all 6 drops. Pretty good for a Tristana.
Yes, definitely. Definitely super.
Equalizer, that money.
That's a lot of CC.
Yeah.
That is
I think he's going to choose Merc Treads now after seeing what just happened.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they want to do, right? You have the Amumu, you have the Rel.
It's just so unfortunate. Nation just kind of didn't expect that. Amumu was recalling. I swear if that Tribe Rush wasn't awarded, Amumu probably would have finished the recall and Gav would be Dougie dead.
Yeah, that is probably true.
Nice little zap by Jinx to hit nothing. Watching the rest of this though, I still like the CS leads just are everywhere except Amumu like caught way back up.
Yeah, Mumu's just one of those junglers, right? Who's able to kind of.
Ooh, they get the cleanse out of MF after that. That's a really good double stun in the trap there.
I don't know if I would have cleansed.
You're out of the lane if you don't.
That's probably why I'm not in the game, baby.
If you had Enchanter support, maybe you don't need to cleanse, but like with Rel and who already went in, it's like it's tough. Man, so much burn damage. Just one Q gets landed from Cass, and the Glizzler's just low on health.
Oh boy. I would really like to see Sox go Rally's third instead of Leandre's. Leandre gets 3 melees. I'm not sure if he's going to or not because you're already ahead. You want to snowball, but I think Rally's is just so good against this team, especially a team that wants to go all in.
Yeah, 3 melees and a Tristana, basically half a melee.
But that being said, if TMG does push camp and get their Wombo off, even with a Tara call, I don't see how Conduit survives it.
Yeah, I have no idea either. That'd be kind of crazy if he does. But we'd have to try to figure that one out there if once it happens, and it'd be kind of cool to see. Looking at this though, junglers in opposite quadrants of the map. The objective, Dragon in 90 seconds, 1-1 right now. What Drake is it? Hextech. Okay, so it's a Hextech soul, Hextech map. Good soul for both teams. You have Jinx would love a Hextech, Misfortune and Triss would love a Hextech, so very, very good soul for both teams this game. Crabs up, and if I was a jungler, I'd be going right to it. And it looks like Panda Boat is indeed going right to it.
Look at the vision. It looks like Team G has a little bit more vision on the enemy side of the map. I know that there's at least in the river right now, which you see Mumu going to that rift scuttle, going to get that down, which is extremely important for that dragon. You can do a lot of disengage, re-engage with that movement speed, but I really want more vision on the side of Conduit. Right now, you have Team G going into your side blue, and you have no idea.
Yeah, you absolutely have no idea. With vision, I'm trying to look at it. Almost looks like both sides are kind of pretty dark now that like I see vision in the rivers, but I don't see any vision from either team in each other's jungle.
Yeah,
Which
and that's
is
really
crazy.
Tristan's gonna be able to rocket jump out here. Yeah, I mean, that's just part of the comp game, right? The vision, the knowledge is more often more important than the items that you have in your pocket.
Yeah, but flash right sides to thighs, side to side. He's gonna try to flash away.
Oh, that.
Eric all in the castle. That was so crazy.
And that's the exact reason that we were talking about it, I'm sure, before and during the middle part of the game. That's what you want executed on the side of Conduit. They come in, you hit your ultimates perfectly, and it completely negates your entire comp.
Yeah. To do it though, so man, good for them, I guess.
Oh my word!
Dobbs
Dobbs outplays. Kind of fortunate that Rumble did overheat there. That Q was not able to be executed because he was overheated. He had to wait for them to cool down. That enabled Dobbs to get away a little bit, get his cooldowns resetted, and just outplays the Rumble while Rumble wasting his flash.
Yeah, I agree. Well played by Dobbs. I really want to watch that one playback though. That was Cass was so close to dying, was able to get the ultimate off so perfectly, man.
Yeah.
That was just well played.
The Terracult to come down. It was, yes. I'm sure they'll be saying that that's why we drafted the comp. Sometimes it always doesn't work out where you're like, hey, this comp seems real good. We're going to put this piece and this piece together. And oftentimes just doesn't come together. And when it does, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And man, Cass is now hashtag weed day in the mid lane.
paid.
Although Jinx though 0-0-0 with the shutdown. Kind of crazy when stuff like that happens. When you're just playing the game so well that you never die. You're just farming better than everyone else.
Yeah, having a 9.5 CS per minute, roughly. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is crazy. That is very, very good farming out of both of Conduit's bot lane and mid lane, and even Dobbs up there too. So
Yeah. I haven't seen the likes of that since Kiora.
yeah, about to have Socks with Eyes is like potentially catches one more wave. Could have about 200 CS at 20 minutes, but it looks like he's not going to. Man, though, that was just like so much action, and now nothing's happening. I can't wait for the next objective.
Socks Thighs opted to go for the Leandres, right? And I guess there's no wrong way to spin it because you're ahead.
Oh, that was a really good use of the Proto Belt to get out of the Dobbs' W, but the stun from the Terek's going to land true, and that's just going to be another kill. The Rumble that started off so strong this game, 3-1, down to 4-4, just can't find impact in the mid game.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, it's tragic, right? Because when you have the gold for your team, traditionally, you know, unless you're just like a hull breaker splitting champion, you want to take that gold and help impact the rest of the lanes, help impact your team. And, you know, when you don't and you're losing the battle, it feels bad.
Yeah, because especially when you got to think like you oh no, Cass is in a weird spot. You're gonna get ulted back to the Amumu. That's going to land. Cass has ult, but I don't think it's going to matter. Oh, the flash was pixel perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well played by the Glizzler.
Yeah, that was an incredible flash. Like Glizzler, I would never, you know, had the reaction time to make that flash.
Yeah, that was crazy, but the Asian kind of getting caught out. Stuck in the bullet time here. Dobbs might be in a pickle that he doesn't want to be in. Gonna flash forward to try to get the finish off the kill at least onto there, and will. Dark coming in to try to do anything but not able to. And game a little bit of a tempo play here by TMG. Still down with quite a bit of gold, but they could look at the Baron.
Yeah, Glizzler now 3-0, right? After having that shaky start, surviving, you know, by 10 health. It seems like a couple times.
Now this is a crazy teleport. Oh, but the sidestep. Soxathai is just trying to get ult back up. Tarek's in there, but it's not going to be enough. Tarek's ult is late, and Tarek ult down now too. Phoenix are just going crazy.
Yeah, Glizzler surviving yet again. You know, you got 3 Twin Fangs off, and Glizzler's almost dead. But TMG supporting cast shows up, gets the kill on Soxathai, and now back and forth game.
Yeah, if Soxathai would have waited like maybe 8 more seconds to teleport there and see what they would, then they would have had the ultimate there, but just doesn't. Now, see, and now it's looking like a potentially over push here by TMG. Jinx getting a lot of damage down. Dark able to just walk away, but they are setting up for this Drake. This could be the second Hextech Drake to make the Drakes even 2-2. And Dobbs just gonna keep on split pushing top though. Man, so remember when we said in 19 minutes that Cass was really close to 200 farm at 20? Yeah, Cass has gotten 5 CS in 3 minutes.
Hey, listen, when you're farming champions, TPing in there, got your eyes on a different prize.
Oh, speaking of farming champions and TPing, this is about to be the 5v5. Blue team's gonna get it. The bullet time is huge.
Oh my gosh.
Just melts Ivern. The Magnet Storm in the back is also huge, but Dobbs is just murdering people on their back line. Soxathai gets the perfect ultimate to stay alive. The fight was looking so good for TMG, but Conduit just outplayed, and they end up getting 4 for 3 to win that fight, and they're going to be able to push down mid and get a tier 2 tower. They may have lost the Drake, but they won the fight.
Yeah, I mean, that's great patience and discipline by the side of Conduit, right? They didn't concede the dragon, but they did just survive, and now they're going to get extra gold for it. Very unfortunate for his name, Dougie Fresh, to flash over and use the E. When he flashed over and used the harpoon, it overheated him. He was not able to use the Q and run down two of the members. So he was forced to run after and try and melee with the overheat. So, I mean, maybe a misplay, maybe not. Maybe I didn't see all of it, but just really, really unfortunate with the low health of Conduit members able to walk away. But having said that, well done on the side of Conduit to, not just go all in and suicide for the dragon, right? They remained calm, cool, and collected, and ended up winning the fight.
Yeah, man, it's so back and forth. It feels like you got these crazy. Oh, he tried to stop the back with the proto belt and missed. Oh, that's so sad. Here's those double, what's it called? The double void mites though from the 6 grubs though with the Tristan on these towers. It's gonna die fast.
Very, very fast. If I had $1 for every time I tried to hex out or proto belt to stop on his back and hit minions, I'd be rich.
Man,
So I'm right there with you, Dougie.
if I had $1 for every time I built proto belt, I'd probably have $25, and that's over the course of 10 years.
Speaking of Dougie, he is in danger.
Yeah, Dougie is looking like he's gonna be certified Dougie dead. Oh, there's the knockup. Dobbs might be able to win the W, but no, the proto belt right back up and is able to get the W off of the movement speed and just walk away. Uh-oh. Not So Dark is having it made rain on. Mac Mittens is playing hyper aggressive here.
With Conduit being up 4K gold, man, it feels very much like a tempo on the side of TMG. These MF alts are still hitting a lot of people. The Glizzler's still 4-0, so it is just one, wombo combo away from breaking the game wide open.
Yeah, I mean the gold lead is all in the top in the AD, so that's why it's like when Misfortune's getting an ult like that, this 2,000 gold lead to Jinx doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
And when these people are split pushing, the rest of the team is like close.
Yeah.
So it's I agree.
It just
with
feels
you
like
100%.
the momentum. It feels like the momentum is kind of being pushed. I mean, outside of the Dobbs on top, it feels like Team G is going to make the plays for better or worse. It feels like they're making the plays after that TP by Cass into the enemy team's blue jungle. There may have been a hold on. Let's slow it down here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they are trying to slow it down too. I'm looking at these builds though. Tristana, already 3 items, and working on the 4th. I wonder what Trist would build here. 4th item. Janex, do you know what Trist would build 4th item after these 3? I don't know ADC items other than Ezreal.
I don't know what mid Trist typically builds. I think it's probably IE and the Last Whisper would be my guess, but
Well, I
I'm
guess
not
Trist
sure
is
if
only on
that's-
2 items. I see that. Yeah, so that's that noon quiver. I thought was a complete item.
So Noon Quiver is the going towards straight.
Going to IE.
The LDR. No, it's Noon Quiver doesn't go into that. It's they're
really?
going into LDR next. It looks like, or
Which is interesting.
the other one, Mortal Reminder.
Yeah, maybe Mortal Reminder because of the heals. Because LER, like usually, I don't see that until like a 5th or 6th item on Tristana's. But I guess I didn't realize she didn't have IE yet.
Yep, it's LDR.
What do you think of the MF build?
This is like what's popular right now. I haven't gotten to play it. But if you look, it's this plus Conquer. This MF taking PTA. I'm not sure if it necessarily matters too much. But MF is like one of those champs that you want to spam your abilities on, so it doesn't like it makes sense to try to have a lot of uptime and a lot of sustain. I would argue it probably doesn't do the most damage.
Oh, wait, hold up. The Panda Boat's going to get a nice engage on the Nation. Nation's going to flash away. And here comes the Tarek ult, though, coming into this fight. Use maybe they're going to try to fight out of it. MF could potentially... Oh, here he goes. The Curse of the Sad Mummy in the bullet time. But Amumu's just going to die because Dobbs on the back line, killing everyone. Look at the health regen. These items are insane. And there's Socks the Thighs with the ult, and they're going to clean it up 4 for 1. Just in time to get a 3rd Drake.
I liked what TMG was doing there. I just think they pulled the trigger too early. Right, Amumu did use the Q to use Curse of the Sad Mummy, watch everybody wait it down, but they just weren't there for the half of the duration. They were sucking them in, right? They waited out the Tarek ult. Conduit was funneling in. I just think they pulled it a hair too early.
Yeah, it's Yeah, they probably did, but it looked so good. Like Curse of the Sad Bullet Time was like going off, but Amumu just kind of melted, and the MF just didn't do enough damage with it. So kind of crazy, but it is what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see if they got a rumble all over the top of it, the equalizer. I'd have to go back and look, but it didn't look like it because they would have absolutely melted if they did.
I didn't see it either. Can we talk about Dobbs' healing though?
Yeah, that's crazy. And that was with grievous wounds applied, which is insane.
Yeah,
I mean, he didn't have that Sunder. I don't know if his Q3 applies on hit to give that Sunder guy like third hit heal, but that was insane.
Going back to Eugenetics, I mean, I feel like this is wrong for both of them to buy LDR. Like, who's the tank that they're trying to shred through on Phoenix?
Yeah, it doesn't make a ton of sense. I know.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of good fight, though, that was potentially game-ending.
Yeah, that's the fight you guys want. That's the fight they wanted. I mean, Dobbs is going to have to try to... Oh, they're choosing not to push with double 80 carry, and they're going to chase Dobbs. No.
They're going to try and get Baron. I agree with you. Dobbs did have the potential to stop the wave, but when you have a
Dobbs is
Tristana,
going in with ult's going to flash in. Gets a lot of damage off another Glizzler. Just is going to finish off a Mumu. Might even finish off Lucky Charlie. Chose not to finish it with the auto attack. Dobbs, no. You could have autoed her one more time. Oh.
Yeah, that's tough.
And Jinx is up for the rocket steal. Oh.
Yeah, Genetics, I think you're right. With double 80 carry, especially one being Tristana that can just absolutely eviscerate Jurits. I mean, I would have gone for that first because right now that you still are leaving a chance for your team to misplay.
They would have had inhib. I like 100% agree with you. They would have gotten inhib there, and like, if Dobbs played that a little bit better, Dobbs would have killed 2 and maybe gotten a 3rd kill on that Baron. So like, Dobbs not playing like perfectly. Now it's hard to ask for someone to play perfectly, so no shots or anything. But like, if Dobbs played that perfectly, that could have been disastrous for TMG. So they got very lucky.
Well, and I also didn't see the wave state because if they would have gone forward, Dobbs wouldn't have peeled off towards Baron, and he would have just ate the wave coming there. So they would have been without the, taking away the resistances of the minions that they applied to them.
They had a full wave at the turret.
Oh, did they? Well then, yeah, hell no. They should have got Baron. They should have straight to towers because that keep the cannon minion alive, which it most likely would have with double 80 carry. It's
it's not only double 80, it's double 80 carry 6 grubs. They would have had like 4 void mites on the 5 void mites. No, 10 void mites popping up with the 5 of them pushing mid.
Right. But at any rate, they do have Baron, and they're going to look to siege here, and we'll see what happens. They end up getting one.
They are looking to do the old Rainbow Six here. We got a bit of movement down here.
I guess in their mind it's 6 in one hand, I have a dozen in the other. But if it works out, then that's why we're casting and they're blasting.
And yeah, so look at these void mites with this one minion that they got to try to keep alive, but they're not going to be able to. This could be a fight though. They're not going to pull the trigger, probably for the best, because Curse of the Sad Bullet Time with the equalizer is up.
Yeah. And there's no flash available on Jinx or casting yet. No.
Yeah, both very soon, but they're going to lose this tower if they don't pull the trigger soon. Team Tristana mid, I would fight. But Jinx is going to go catch that instead, so now it's a 4v4 and they lose their advantage.
Tristana can just jump on Jinx on their tower and kill her. No, she has flash. Close.
Yeah, we'll have to see. And yeah, Jinx literally can't do it. This was the macro on Phoenix is falling apart at this point. A little unfortunate there. They lose their mid inhibitor tower. They lose their bottom tier 2 tower, and didn't pull any triggers. Baron's only on for 20 more seconds, so maybe they're just trying to bleed as little as possible.
Good use of the Baron on the side of TMG, right?
Yeah, huge.
They got the Baron. They got 3 towers. They're going to get inhib. I mean, great Baron power play.
Yeah, and Trista's going to get out for free here too. And Drake's up, and they're going to prevent the soul as well.
And the Conduit's running as fast as they can, and they're going to get there.
Yeah, but will it be in time? You guys got to go now. Oh, Iron might be able to get in and flash to steal it, and they will get the soul. Stops the thighs, is getting on the back. The Tarek ult prevents bullet time from doing damage. This might be the turnaround fight that Conduit was looking for after they fell apart. And look at Tristana teleported. She's behind them. Jinx might not realize. Wait a second, Jinx, look at your screen.
Oh, that's tough.
Jinx was looking at the minion wave.
That's forcing the TP out of Dobbs. Get there and defend that. And yeah, I mean, yeah, they did lose that, but they did end up getting so great steal by Nation to flash smite that.
I just want to hear TMG's comms, specifically Glizzlers, when you just see Jinx just walk past you casually and not even ever auto you.
If I'm Glizzard, if I ever see Jinx and there's nobody else on the screen, I think you just jump in and kill Jinx before anybody can come help.
Glizzler just walked past red buff.
And you don't need red.
But you're double 80 carry. Playing into a Hextech soul now. So Jinx rockets can slow. Oh man. They are looking to push top, which makes sense. Baron's up in a minute 10. Man, this could be anyone's game at this point. Gold lead is so close. Dobbs is absolutely dead. Ooh, wait, does hit the flash. Burning. Oh my goodness.
Boy, you had the W reset. Just go.
Yeah.
I mean, you get the W reset after kill anyway. So you W'd in, you exploded the E, which resets your W anyway. W back in, shoot him once, W back out. Respectfully.
Respectfully, for sure.
I would just like to see. I mean, you are your team's gold right now, right? You're 8-0-3. You're 4.5 items. You want to see more aggressive plays out of you. Well, I mean, you have a 700 gold bounty, so I understand like the hesitation to do anything sort of risky. But you're the damage you want to get in there.
Yeah, Baron's up now. Well, 5 seconds, and Tristana's in base with no teleport. So like, Conduit pulls the trigger right now.
But, yeah, well, the second they see Tristana bot lane, just go.
Oh wait, they're actually starting to. Yeah, they see Trist. They should just start the dragon. They should start Baron immediately. They see Trist on the wave. All right, Conduit finally making some macro decisions that make sense.
But you're going in a Baron pit with the Rumble ult.
Yeah,
And a misfortune, and a Mumu, but like Dobbs is playing on the back.
Another well-timed dark play.
I do like Dobbs' flank here.
Yeah, Dobbs is really. They don't see the Baron yet. The Baron is so low. Mumu's gonna go for the steal, but it's too late. And wait, they get the Tarek ult down too. Everyone's flashing away. Mac Mittens is stuck inside of all of them.
There it is.
Wait, it's huge. The bullet time, the curse of the sad mummy, but they didn't get Nation, they didn't get Jinx, and Jinx is excited, and Jinx is going to wipe them. That is a pentakill. No, it's only the Quadra. Damn.
And I
That
think,
was wild.
I don't know if it's the game, but it's gonna be close.
They got 30 seconds, and it's Jinx. So if it is the game,
They also have Baron minions.
yeah, I think it might be game. Jinx is gonna be like Tarek just has to log up and tank.
I don't think it's game, but it's close.
I think they're just probably gonna go for the inhib trade. I don't know if they'll press it further.
Yeah, you're right.
They're already starting to walk away.
Man, if they had minions like halfway up the wave before that, it would have been the end of the game. But Jinx had to go catch a super minion wave.
I think Dark pulled the trigger on the ult a little bit too early, anticipating that sort of wombo, but you just have to be patient.
Terragold is, but the problem is like if you don't do it anticipated, then it doesn't work. Like
Oh yeah, it's a guess game.
Terragold is so hard to use correctly.
Oh, I know it.
But yeah, no, like you thought that they were like the Amumu went in for the steal, so or Amumu like you thought Amumu was about to go for the steal, so you just pull the trigger. Like I absolutely makes sense to me.
Yeah, I've just been spoiled by Ipsy's Terraxalts. That's all. Shout out to my man MC. Yeah, so this is back and forth. Back and forth.
Conduit original Titan run.
Hey, whoa,
Again,
whoa.
TMG down 5K.
Positive talk here.
And now it's Elder Dragon that's about to pop, and that's gonna be the next fight.
Yeah, 30 seconds to Elder Dragon. Dobbs is recalling. Does have teleport. Wants to go match the Tristana. Chooses not to. If they walk into this, this could be devastating. But at the same time, if they can delay this fight long enough, Triss could just end the game.
And they know Triss is up there. They want to go.
Oh, the
Flash.
flash engaged by Dark is going to be perfect. And Jinx is already excited. Tristana's looking to end the game.
Somebody
Tristana,
has to back.
I was going to say, Dobbs can just back.
Somebody has to back.
Triss knows she can't. Oh, this is so gonna take that the Hex Gate to get out, and this is looking like the 2-0 for Conduit Phoenix. Bullet time gonna be a lot, but oh, Panabo doesn't even get to use Curse of the Sad Mummy. Doesn't get a good engage. The Terragold's going down. The Glizzler's dead. The Tristana ults him into his teammate, and Conduit Phoenix will take the series 2-0.
Back and forth game. I mean, it could have gone anybody's way, right? Back and forth. I mean, both teams showed a lot of grit and perseverance from making some bad plays, making some good plays, And congrats to Conduit for coming out for the win.
Yeah, Jinx doing tons of damage, beating Dobbs this time. Socks the Thighs had good damage. Wow, crazy game. But the Glizzler, man, absolutely MVP of TMG, playing both games, the best on their team by far.
Yeah, I thought it played very well. There a couple times where you show and you don't have TP and you have to communicate to your team saying, hey, like I'm about to show bot, you can't be anywhere near them. And Dark, heads up play, seeing Tristan on the opposite side of the map, charging up his E and then flashing, make sure it connects, and that starts the whole fight. Dobbs flanks, clean fight on the side of Conduit. So, well played again.
Yeah, very clean fight. Very well played by the side of Conduit, especially when things were looking potentially a little bit rough there, but they were able to keep things going and not go too far down the in the gold lead or anything, and stay in the game and end up winning. So well played to Conduit, but I gotta, like I said, I shouted him out. I gotta shout him out again. The Glizzler man played very well on TMG's side.
Yeah, I agree, and it sounds like the same thing in game one. TMG came out with a plan and it started out well. Right, both games. So hats off to you, TMG. I mean, great series to cast, at least for me, game 2, and good luck.
Yeah, good luck to everyone going forward, and GG's. Thank you, and we will be seeing you next time. Genetics, any closing thoughts? Anything you want to say to the beautiful people?
Next Conduit stream is probably going to be Thursday, where we have a Conduit Civil War for the Aegis teams. And that will, the Conduit Civil Wars are what makes it fun. So, most likely that will be streamed. Phoenix will be playing in that match as well. So a lot of Phoenix.
Hey, I'm almost positive I'll be able to make that.
Oh, I wouldn't miss that one.
Perfect. I think we're thinking about changing the name of Conduit to just Phoenix at this point, because they feel like all of our cast recently. So, but LXE starting up, we're gonna try to cast the IBS teams and the plat teams over there, and that will be the next kind of forte forward. So we're gonna stick with Phoenix as much as we can, but we're also gonna split up.
Spoiler alert! But update from the main Titan stream: Ultraviolet Gaming 2-0 to Imperial Gaming.
Oh wow! Big upset!
Yeah. So wanted to throw that one out there. Kind of unexpected there, but Phoenix will stay going crazy. But other than that, thank you all so much for being out here, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. And until next time, we'll see you Thursday.